that was Sonic 1. Now to... Son of a bitch. Hello there! Jesus Christ, it's a cartridge ghost! Calm down, it's just me. You, from the future. Oh yeah, the distant year of late 2022. How did you... I made the video, dipshit. Ah, well, you're not done yet. You only reviewed one of the 4 games. Now the future is only slightly better. You need to actually review all of them. I mean, do I have to? How bad could the future possibly be?
Oh, fuck my knees!
Well, shit. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, baby! Sonic 1 was a mediocre game at best, but Sonic 2 just beats out every turn. Most, if not all of my complaints from the first game are addressed and solved in this masterpiece of a title. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Sonic 2 was, obviously, the big sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog, the game that really made the Genesis into a major thing. If you had a Genesis, you had Sonic 1. So of course the sequel was going to be highly anticipated. Internally at Sonic Team, programmer Yuji Naka quit Sega of Japan and joined the Sega Technical Institute in California with several other members of the Sonic development team. Sega of Japan began work on their own sequel to Sonic, which became Sonic CD, while SGI developed Sonic 2. The team at SGI had around 9 months to develop the game for release in holiday 1992, and many of the Japanese staff did not join until quite a bit into development because Sega forgot how visas worked. The most blatant and obvious addition Sonic 2 made, aside from showing the developers could count, is this little guy, Miles Tails Prower. Get it? Miles Prower? Tails is a little fox boy that accompanies Sonic on his adventures on West Side Island, with a pair choose after Dr. Eggman, or Robotnik, depending on who you ask, all the way up to the totally not Death Star, the Death Egg. Tails also shows his skills in being an 8-year-old able to fucking fly a plane? Eggman's still doing his thing, using tiny animals to power robots for some strange and frankly concerning reason, like, just use money like the rest of us. Sonic still has to collect all the Chaos Emeralds to get the good ending, but I will talk about these bastards in due time. Sonic 2 broke sales records on launch, selling 1 million copies within a day, and it's clear why. This game is not only hot off the heels of the major success of Sonic 1, it's actually a good game this time. Sonic 2 is also where my personal experience with the franchise begins. Kinda. I have the memory of a goldfish whose favorite album happens to be Everywhere at the End of Time, so I can't truly remember where I discovered the blue rodent, but I do remember playing the fuck out of Sonic 2 on a shitty Flash King website in 2013. I don't think I ever made it past, like, Chemical Plant though, so most of my experience with the game is more recent. I rediscovered Sonic 2 in like 2020, around the time of the Sonic movie, when I realized it was a free mobile port of the game. Why didn't anyone tell me this prior? I got to like Oil Ocean and stopped playing it though. Then I beat the game for the first time when it went free on Steam for some strange reason that could only be divine intervention. Since then I've played and beaten this game plenty of times, and even beat it on the mobile version somehow. Sonic 2 made some insane developments to the base Sonic formula. For a start, all the levels are designed a lot better. Instead of Sonic 1's slow, tedious, and enclosed level design, Sonic 2 aims for a more open approach. The stages are designed more for speed than Sonic 1. They tend to be more horizontal in their progression, while still offering multiple paths for you to go down. This helps the player to actually go faster, and not to feel as claustrophobic. Sonic's speed cap is also removed. Yet, for some weird reason, Sonic had a speed cap in the first game. What, was he afraid of getting a ticket or something? In Sonic 2, our blue bundle of fun goes faster than the fucking screen sometimes. Pair this with the new level design, and now it actually feels like a game about a super fast blue rodent, rather than a spiky dude who goes a bit faster than normal. Sonic was also given an incredibly simple, yet insanely useful new move, the spin dash. Press down, spam that jump button like your life depends on it, and watch Sonic go quite fast, good heavens! Remember those slopes I had to break down over in the first game? Well, those troubles are a thing of the past, as Sonic can gain a massive burst of speed whenever he damn well pleases. The spin dash helps recover faster when you fuck up, and keeps the pace of the game going strongly. While in spin dash, Sonic is also in his ball form. You know, the one that lets him kill enemies. This means that even deadly robots are powerless to interrupt Sonic's speed to son of a bitch. Sonic 2 just keeps it coming with the improvements, however. Zones now last only 2 acts rather than 3, with the boss at the end of Act 2. This really helps Sonic 2 feel more fresh, with the theme of the zones changing much faster than the original. Sonic 2 zones are also just more iconic. Sonic 1 has Green Hill and kinda Labyrinth, while Sonic 2 has Emerald Hill, Chemical Plant, Casino Night, Hilltop, Oil Ocean, and the ones that aren't as iconic are still amazing. The only zone I'd point at and say is bad is Metropolis. Tight level design, precise platforms, 3 acts. This is from Sonic 1. How'd you get here? Metropolis, however, does not hamper my enjoyment of the game, since it's only one zone, and it's the last true zone, so it's meant to be tricky. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, the Chaos Emeralds. There's 7 now instead of 6, and they're a lot more fun to get than in Sonic 1. In order to attempt a special stage, you need to have 50 rings when you pass the checkpoint, rather than at the end of the stage. This allows you to have multiple attempts at getting the emeralds in an act, and rewards map knowledge, since if you know where the checkpoints are, you can get the emeralds a lot earlier. This brings us on to the special stages in Sonic 2. They aren't as frustrating as in Sonic 1, but they are still really annoying. You have to collect rings in these weird, 3D levels, and you need to get enough rings when you pass ring gates, with 3 ring gates per emerald. You get enough rings, you get the emerald. You lose rings by hitting into these bomb things. The problem is, the render distance for these stages is really shit. Sometimes the bombs will show up and you have to react immediately because you couldn't see them coming from further away, since they only render in when they're up your fucking nose. This is only made worse if you have Tails with you. He can collect rings for you, but he can also lose them. I mean, Tails has his own inventory for rings, and he can only lose those, so you can just focus on Sonic and let Tails detonate behind you. But still, I can't count how many times I failed a special stage because of Tails. His AI also sucks ass. He's supposed to be falling behind you, but all his actions are so delayed. You really have to predict when to jump so Tails will actually avoid the bombs. Collecting all 7 emeralds doesn't just give you a better ending though. You unlock Super Sonic. After you collect the emeralds and have at least 50 rings, you can jump and transform into the totally not Super Saiyan Sonic. In this form, you move faster, are invincible, and look fabulous doing it. While in this form, however, your ring count will slowly decrease, and when it hits 0, you turn back into normal #3747DF Spiky Child. The one main complaint I have is that if you jump at all with 50 rings, you go super. It's only really a problem in later stages like Metropolis, where there's more precise platforming, since going faster makes it harder to land precise jumps. Later games did fix this by making a specific button prompt to go super, so it's only really a problem for this game. How did I nearly forget to mention the music? The music in this game is so good. Each zone has a track that perfectly fits the atmosphere of the stage. If you want some quality 16-bit music, listen to the Sonic 2 OST. Even Metropolis Zone, shy stage as it is, has some seriously good music. Speaking of zones, there's 10 total zones in Sonic 2, 4 more than the first game. Then again, 3 of the zones are unique 1-act zones, so in reality there's only 7. And there's only 2 acts per zone, except for the 3 acts of Metropolis. So with the extra acts, there's basically the same number of levels as in the first game. Those special zones are interesting though, because they happen directly after each other. Sky Chase leads straight to Wing Fortress, which leads straight to Death Egg, with transitions between them and all. Sky Chase is quite annoying because it is a plane section. You kinda have full control of the plane. If you keep running on the sides of the plane, you can make it go left or right. And looking up and down, I don't know, you look Funky Kong or something. The control setup is very janky and very annoying, but it only lasts for 1 act, luckily. Then onto Wing Fortress, which is interesting and has a very unique layout. And then it's onto the final battle. Chasing a fucking rocket on a plane I could have sworn were shot down not 5 minutes ago, and hitching a ride into fucking space, we arrive at Eggman's new space station, the Death Egg. You remember how I said Sonic 1's final boss was underwhelming? That does not apply here. Firstly, no rings. This has to be a perfect run, no mistakes. You start by fighting, not Metal Sonic, not Mecha Sonic, Steel Sonic, Silver Sonic, fuck it. You fight Robo Bitch. This fight is tricky, but not too bad. After Robo Bitch fucking dies, you chase a way too fast Eggman to your final opponent, the Death Egg Robot. This fight can be a bitch if you're not careful. Every move this guy has is an insta-kill, and his openings are not always that clear. This is a boss about patience and knowing his patterns, knowing when he's open to attack, knowing when you need to avoid him. I feel bad for the poor kids who played this game on the original Genesis. You get all the way here, only to die to this very tricky boss and lose all your hard work. This boss does not change if you have the emeralds, by the way. No Supersonic. Just you and this massive dude. After the Death Egg Robot fulfills its title, the Death Egg explodes and Sonic jumps out, with Tails picking Sonic up in a tornado before he plummets into the planet. Unless you have the Chaos Emeralds. Then Sonic flies down like a badass. Then we get a freeze frame and credits. And that's Sonic 2. This game is 100 times better than the first, improving on almost everything the first game did. While I just have my gripes like here and there, they are immensely outweighed by the positives here. If someone wants to get into Sonic, this is the game I would point them to. It is still one of the most fun and most engaging platformers I've ever played, and it is easily one of the best Sonic games. Okay, well, that was amazing. How's the future looking now? Well, I saw something remotely green for a second there, so we're on the right track. Alright then, Now it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles, right? Sending it over now. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, how the hell are you aware of the changes in the future? Shouldn't you be changed with the future as well? I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that some dude wearing a red jacket told me to fix the future this way, so I did. I trust it. Anyway, let's move on to Phase 3.
Could you not be yourself for 5 minutes?